Watch weather with Gary Butterworth, only on 29 Eyewitness News.
Greetings, I'm Colette Wilson, and this is a Soapline Extra. One Life to Live is coming right up. Didn't Blair sound great the night she sang at Rhodey's? We asked Cassie Wesley, who plays Blair, what's next in her music career.
I'd like to get back and to do some songwriting, because that's what I like to do, too. In fact, the song that I sing on One Life to Live, my debut, I'm singing a song called Simply Love that I wrote.
And we loved it. Here's One Life to Live.
Asa.
Alex, honey, that is one humdinger of an outfit. You must want something.
Only to be accepted into Landview Society, which I'm sure you want for me too, don't you?
If it's important for you, sweetheart, I sure do.
Good. I have a perfect plan. It even draws on my life's experiences.
Alex, honey, you've been softening me up for this dinner deal for quite a while. Now, why don't you just go ahead and tell me straight out, who am I breaking bread with tonight?
Well, it is all in the interest of charity, remember?
Yes, yes. But who is it?
R.J. Gannon.
What?
I want to help reform R.J. Gannon. He's my charity case.
Alex, hasn't anybody ever told you that a leopard cannot change its spots, and that scum always sinks to the bottom of the pool?
That's why this will be such a wonderful challenge, and I'm looking so forward to dinner tonight.
Alex, you know I'd do anything for you. Even bore myself to death with those charity dues you're so keen on.
I know, darling. That's why I love you more every single day.
But I draw the line when it comes to having dinner with R.J. Gannon, or you having anything to do with the likes of him.
If I can reform, if I can rehabilitate R.J. Gannon, I will definitely win the award for the most successful charity in Landview, darling.
That man would steal flies from a blind spider. He is not sitting at my table. Not now, not ever.
Oh,
Hey, whoa, hey, let me get that. Whoa.
Hey, there's more out in the car.
Where have you been?
Shopping?
Shopping. Well, listen, you could have told me I could have gone.
Sugar, I am pregnant. I'm not an invalid.
How'd you sleep last night? Get enough sleep?
Yeah, I did. How about yourself?
Not a wink. I kept worrying about what the doctor said.
Oh.
Well, hey there. Hey, y'all two, y'all ready for something there?
Little cross-country skiing out on the golf course.
You didn't happen to bring a stethoscope, did you?
No, why? What, Luna, you okay?
Yeah, she's been better.
Well, I would just like a chance to hear the baby's heartbeat. Both of them. Both of them. We're having twins.
Oh, you're having twins? Isn't that right? We sure are, Uncle Dylan. And you know what twins means? Double trouble.
There's got to be something that I can do here. Oh, man, and after I paid Cord back for his lease.
Here's to you, Blair, and to your dream. To Melodor, may it be everything you want it to be, and more.
Cord. Oh. Coming. Hey, Todd.
Hey, Blair.
What's up?
Hey, this ring you gave me? It's really nice and everything. Why don't you hold on to it for a while? See if you can make it smaller. It's slipping around a lot.
Sure. No problem.
What, are you trying to figure out how to spend Dorian's 200 grand?
Yes, and I found out that it doesn't go too far when you're starting up a new business.
Yeah, well, if I find gold in Key West, I'll share it with you.
Thanks. Well, you're not leaving now, are you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sick of this town.
No, you are not going.
Cord, I'm gonna put you on the speaker so we can all hear you. Where are you?
Well, David's trail has led me to Morocco. I'm in Tangiers.
Is David there?
He's not anywhere that I can find him, so I'm gonna have to figure out where he went after this. Hell, he could be in Casablanca for all I know. I think my best bet is Spain. So I'm gonna book a flight to Gibraltar. In fact, I'm gonna have to hustle if I want to make it.
All right, I'll let you go then.
Hey, you be careful, Cord.
Yeah, I will do. Listen, I'll keep you posted if I hear anything. Bye-bye.
Well, wherever David is, I'm sure you won't find Dorian far behind.
Well, we can't let Cord do this all by himself. Vicky, you're going to have to press charges. That way, it'll get Interpol involved. It'll give Cord some help. They'll catch Dorian and David real fast, bring them back here, and we can put them on trial.
Oh, no, that's the very last thing I want.
That's incredible.
Yeah, those are going to be two lucky kids. Come over here and give me a hug.
Oh, okay. Now you're making me really sorry I'm not going to be a doctor in time for the delivery.
Oh, I know. Wouldn't that be something?
Mm-hmm. Better keep up with those exercises.
Oh, you better believe it.
Well, we better go. There's not much daylight this time of year.
So we'll see you guys later. Congratulations.
Thank you, honey. Well, they seem real happy with their news, didn't they?
Yeah, why not?
Well, I don't know. I guess I'm a little nervous. Twins, you know.
Hey,
Aren't you?
Gonna be no problem for Big Daddy here.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right. They'll both have somebody to play with all the time. They'll be a lot of fun.
Hey, listen, don't worry about it, okay? No, twins, no big deal. I'm here, I'll make sure everything's perfect.
You said that you would stay until you found out why David Vickers hired that woman detective to start digging up into your life.
That's right. But when I cornered her, guess what? No, big surprise. She didn't know anything.
Yeah, but Todd, you said you were going to get tough with
Look,
her.
she swore up and down she didn't know anything.
Oh, right. So you're just going to give up?
Yeah. What, you got a problem with that?
Yes. You know, maybe your birth parents want to find
Blair,
you.
I don't care who my birth parents are, okay? Now, just think about this for a second. Whoever they are, they gave me to Peter Manning. Remember?
Well, I'm not going to let you go.
What's your problem, Blair? With misery loves company?
Come on, Todd.
Look, why don't you just get out of my way? I'm going to go down to the country club and pick up my last paycheck.
No. Don't you want to find out what that key is to?
Okay, fine. I'll stop by David Vickers and I'll see if he has any information. Okay? After that, I'm out of here. Now, do you mind?
But first, you have to do me a favor. Just one little favor.
I don't get it. Why don't you want to press charges against David and Dorian?
Well, and drag the family name through the tabloids again? Besides, he didn't get anything.
What do you mean he didn't get anything? He lived off of you for how long?
But I know, but I just want it to be over. Don't you understand that?
Well, of course I do, Vicky. I hate to see them go scot-free.
Well, it's more than that. We're talking about the murder of Victor Lord.
That's right. Now, you don't want them to just walk away from that, do you?
Clint, Bo, I frankly don't know if I can go through an ordeal like that again. Dorian's first trial was just so difficult.
But she admitted that she smothered him. She confessed to murder. Vicky, I'm sorry. Dorian is going to have to pay for what she did.
But she is already an outcast. And she can't ever come back here without facing death row, right? So can't we just put an end to it? I mean, she's out of our lives. She's out of Joey's life.
How did she happen to confess to you? Because Nora tried to convince her to plead guilty, I mean, for months. What did you say to her?
Do you know, I don't know what actually did it. Maybe the guilt just finally got to her. I mean, she knew she was leaving, and she knew she wasn't ever coming back, and she can't. So can't we just drop it?
Drop it? Drop it? Vicky, Dorian killed your father. She murdered him. Now, you can't let her get away with that. And we can't let David go free either. Look, I know another trial will be hard. And I know you're just wanting Dorian out of your life. But we just can't let them go. Dorian Lord, David Vickers, they both have got to face the music. Otherwise, you won't be able to live with yourself. You know that as well as I do.
I know. It's just... it's so painful.
Look, you've got to do two things. Press charges against both of them for fraud and testify in court that Dorian confessed to murder. Now, will you do that?
Oh, Clint, you know, it's the first time in so long that I feel like myself again. I feel like a whole person. I don't even have any nightmares anymore. Can't we just wait a little while before opening up all those horrible wounds all over again? Please, I just need a little time, you know. I feel so overwhelmed. Sloane's death and Tina's betrayal. Please say you understand.
Of course I understand. We both understand, don't we, Bo?
Well, they've got a pretty good head start. I hate to give them even more.
Yeah, but court is on the trail. It's not like we're just sitting on our hands.
True.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, both of you. Thank you. Would you excuse me, please?
Of course. Vicky? You okay?
Oh, yes, I'm fine. I need to check on the workmen, and actually I have an appointment in Philadelphia. Excuse me.
Sure.
Oh, that was much too close. Much too close.
Vicky, what's the matter? You okay?
Mommy, I want to go home. Why is Aunt Vicky so mad at us?
Oh, sweetheart, she's not mad at you. She's mad at me.
Why?
Well, that's a good question. I'm trying to make Aunt Vicky understand why I did what I did, and I want you to know that.
What did you do?
Well, you know, sometimes grown-ups want different things. And when that happens, sometimes they get angry.
Why?
Because they just don't understand each other. Hey, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to go look for a new house for us. How about that?
I don't want a new house. I want my own bedroom back. Why doesn't Aunt Vicky understand?
Well, it's real complicated, CJ. It has to do with Uncle David.
What about Uncle David?
I want to win the award for the most successful charity of the year, Lisa.
Yeah. Well, it ain't gonna be rehabilitating the likes of R.J. Gannon. He's no charity. He's a snake. And I don't want him in my garden.
What do you suggest I do? I certainly cannot change charities in midstream.
Really? Find another charity. Like I always say, if you can't beat them, buy them.
Asa, all of the other charities are taken. Nigel? I cannot get any cooperation today.
Hey, beautiful.
What is this?
They're your pictures from the club. Put them inside.
Oh, I can't believe that you didn't want to keep them. They're practically collector's items. I don't know what they'd be worth if I actually signed them for you.
I did keep one in my office. Rather be looking at the real thing, though. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm glad you did come by. Dinner is off.
Oh, no, don't tell me that. Wreck my whole day.
Don't worry, I have something else. Another project that I think might interest you. In fact, I think it will interest you quite a lot.
here's your, whatever you call it.
It's called a promissory letter.
Yeah, whatever.
I, Todd Manning, promise to visit Blair Daimler at least 3 times a year.
For whatever that's worth.
You have to sign it.
What, are you gonna haul me into court if I don't show?
You promise.
Yeah, I promised. You know, I don't mind. Probably the only person in this town I'm gonna miss it all. Well, here you go, or do you want to call your doorman in here to witness this?
This'll do.
Good luck, reeling the cord in.
Don't forget that. I've given up on that daydream.
Whatever. I'm out of here.
Well, aren't you forgetting something?
What? What would I want with that?
Who knows, Todd? This may be the key to better times for you.
I'll see you later.
I'm gonna miss him. Hello?
Larry, you're there. Well, I was beginning to think that I was never going to catch up to you.
Good afternoon. Would you folks like anything to drink?
2 hot chocolates, heavy on the marshmallow.
Okay. And would you like to see menus?
No, that'll be all. Thank you.
You know what? We should head to New Hampshire for the weekend. Go downhill skiing. It is fabulous there. We could fly up after my last class on Friday. And...
Marty, maybe that's the way you do things, but my wallet's a little too tight for that.
Oh, sorry. Guess it's kind of extravagant. Just my imagination was running wild. I mean, it's your fault. Yeah. You took me on that little imaginary trip to Tahiti, and you made it so realistic that I figured we could go anywhere. Of course, we don't have to. I mean, there's some great skiing right here in Pennsylvania, including Landview. It's a regular winter sports mecca. I bet you didn't know that.
Oh, Larry, my goodness, you startled me. Where did you pop up from?
Yeah, well, you know me, I'm a regular jumping jack. Actually, I'm playing the part of a florist today.
You brought flowers?
Yeah. Lois is putting them in a vase even as we speak.
Oh.
It's a quick drop. I've got to get back to the hospital. So.
Oh, thank you. How lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Actually, I wish I could stay and visit with you, but I have to... Thank you. I have to go and make sure my contractor's not running amok.
Yeah, I saw all those trucks out there.
Oh, yes, I'm adding a greenhouse onto the library and turning that closet into a big cedar closet.
Wait a minute. If you start growing your own flowers, what am I going to bring?
Oh, yourself, Larry. That's all I ever need. Clint and Laura in the library if you want to say hello.
Yeah, okay, I will.
Bye.
Gentlemen. Hi, Larry. Vicky tells me she's building a greenhouse.
Uh-huh.
Something worrying you?
Well, Larry, Vicky is sure keeping busy these days. Construction, fabric samples, trips to Philly. It just all seems kind of hectic, and that kind of worries me, yeah.
Well, let's face it, Sloan hasn't been gone that long. Well, you know, I think this is all good. Redecorating, it's a fresh start.
Maybe.
What?
Well, I just keep remembering how wound up Vicky got after Megan's death. I mean, she absolutely threw herself into her work, and...
Yeah, she ran around like there was no tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You think she's burying her real feelings?
Well, if she is, they're only going to come back to haunt her.
Well, she's not having those nightmares anymore.
I know, and that That's good.
Yeah, it's very good. Look, I think she's found a positive way to deal with her grief, and I think we should all support her because I think that's very healthy.
Look, Cord, I don't know why you called. But if you called to ask me to start all over again, well, you can just forget it, because I'm not interested. Because you're too busy galloping off to the other side of the world to save Tina. Yet again.
I am not doing this entirely for Tina. Listen, David Vickers has been pawning himself off as a member of the Lord family. He was about to make off with a huge amount of money that he had no right to.
So?
So someone has got to stop him.
And I guess civilization will just crumble if someone doesn't punish David Vickers. And of course, it probably has nothing to do with the fact that he took advantage of your ex-wife, Tina. Right?
I didn't say that this had nothing to do with Tina. I'm just saying Tina is not the reason that I'm doing this.
Well, then why are you doing it, Cord? Because
well, my kids.
It's certainly not for me.
My kids, for one reason, Blair.
Your kids?
Yes.
Cord, come on. Your kids are home, safe, in bed, where you should be. You know, I told you that I wanted to be first in your life. Do you remember when I said that? And you said that you wanted that too.
I do want it, Blair. You are first in my life.
Then prove it. Prove that you want me first in your life and come home. Get on that first flight out and come and be with me.
Are you serious?
I don't want to be second. Not anymore, Cord. Either you come home, or I don't mean enough to you.
Look, Blair, you don't understand. I am so close to catching up with David.
In other words, I don't mean enough to you.
No, Blair, I did not say that. You do mean enough to me. It's just, I can't drop this thing in the middle like this.
Well, listen, James Bond, you have a nice life, and just send me a postcard, okay?
You listen to me. You listen to me. Blair, I love you.
Look, I gotta go.
Wait, aren't you the least bit interested in justice? When I went to Oregon, I found out that David Vickers lived 2 blocks away from Irene Manning. 2 blocks, Blair. Do you know what that means?
That they're practically neighbors.
Yeah, that's right. So his whole story about looking for his long-lost mother, Irene, the woman he had only seen one time in his life, it was all bull. It was just a load of bull.
So, you found out that, it's not Tina's brother.
Right. And he is not Vicky's half-brother, nor is he Victor Lord and Irene Manning's illegitimate son, the Lord heir. What he is, Blair, is he is a thief, all right? And he was about to lay claim to an inheritance that was worth $27.8 million.
You're kidding.
No, Blair, I am not. Listen, I want you to do something. I want you to pretend that I am right there beside you right now, and that you're looking into my eyes. What do you see, Blair? You tell me what you see.
Cord.
You see the same thing that you always do. You see how much I love you. And you see how much I want to be with you right now. Tell me you see that, Blair. Tell me.
Stop. Stop. Don't do this to me, Cord. Tina is always going to keep screwing up, and you are always going to be going after her, and you are always going to be telling me it's about your kids. Well, I don't believe it anymore.
Tina has got nothing to do with it.
You know what I think? I think that you want us both. Well, I'm telling you something. I am not going to allow myself to be hurt like that ever again.
So then what are you saying to me, Blair?
I'm saying that there's nothing else to say. Goodbye.
Wow. Okay, you know, we keep getting into the same argument over and over again. You get hurt, and then I get hurt. All right. If that's what you want, then goodbye, Blair. Good luck, huh?
Okay, Uncle David. Well, first of all, Uncle David isn't really your uncle.
How come? Is it like Uncle Cain? He wasn't our uncle either, but we called him Uncle. Is Uncle David in jail too?
Hey, you seen what's his name, the guy with the paychecks?
Oh, Vince? Not today.
All right, thanks.
Hey, Todd, come on over.
What's new?
We get to stay with Luna and Max because Aunt Vicky threw us out of the house.
Yeah?
Yeah, and there's a big hot tub there, and there's lots of room for lots of people all at the same time.
That's
yeah.
cool. CJ, Sarah, that's enough. Go away.
Hey, look, I'm not infectious.
Mom?
Look, I just wanted to say hi to the kids. Is there a problem with that?
Well, we're having a family crisis, and we can't talk right now.
Why, what's the problem?
Uncle David.
Go away.
Okay, fine. I'll see you kids later. It's a good thing your kids learn their manners from their dad.
So, what's this project you have in mind for me?
Well, very simply, I was wondering, since you're trying to step into the world of legitimate business, which I did, and you want to make a success of it, which I also did, I thought you might like to spend some time with me.
You mean step out with you? You wore out old Ace already, huh?
Ace is more likely to wear me out.
Oh, no. You've got staying power. I can tell.
Well, stepping out is not what I had in mind. I want to help you reform. I know how it feels. I've been in your shoes when people look down their nose at you because of your past. It only made me more determined to prove that I was just as good as they were, if not better. And I succeeded, which you can too. All you need is a little polishing.
You gonna put a shine on me, huh? Give me a good buffing?
I'm going to teach you how to stay out of trouble, how to develop some social skills.
No, social skills.
Don't laugh. They're very helpful, especially when you're trying to impress the people that count around here.
Look, I like my social skills fine, just the way they are. If anyone needs reforming around here, I'm looking at her.
What's that supposed to mean?
Getting bored, are you? With those rich society broads and that old man you married?
You have a lot to learn about me.
And I'm ready. I'm ready to be teacher's pet. Now, you see what it says right there? Club Indigo, formerly Olanov's, which means I'm in charge now. Now, you know where it is. Stop by. Anytime.
Just put the packages down over there, please.
Of course, Madame Wendell.
Oh. Oh, yes, the lamp is much better. Thank you. You chose well. Must be the Frenchman in you. There you are. Thank you very much. And would you please come back in approximately 15 minutes? I have something I need you to take care of for me.
Of course, Madame.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Victoria, why are you wearing such uncomfortable shoes? I will never know.
twins? Yep, but it's gonna be a handful.
A wonderful handful.
Oh, you know what? I'll go ahead and take care of that right now.
I'm sorry, sir. The club doesn't accept cash.
My fault. Members have to sign. I'll get this one. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Here.
Dylan.
Oh, what's the matter? Are you like the country club too? Don't accept cash? Take it.
Sorry. Thanks for the hot chocolate.
You're welcome. But next time, let's go somewhere where my money's good, okay? I mean, maybe it was growing up poor, but I like to pay for things on my own.
I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable.
No, I know.
Was it hard growing up on the farm?
Hard enough. It was even harder after Mama died, but Daddy was, you know, he was never around then, though. But the way Darlene lets on, you'd never know anything was wrong.
Really? What'd Luna do?
Well, she mothered us, and boy, sometimes she could be pretty strict. So it was fun, though. Every day was sort of like an adventure with her. I remember this one time, the lights got cut off because we hadn't paid the light bill. And so Darlene, she got candles, and she told us that this is the way that the pioneers lived when they would come home to their log cabins. So we dressed up like pioneers. No, I didn't even want those lights to ever come back on.
Sounds to me like you didn't grow up poor at all. Sounds to me like you and Luna and your brothers grew up richer than anybody I know.
Bo, I just know Tina is going to come to you if she has any news about David.
Yeah, well, I hope you're right about that.
Well, honey, why don't you stay a while? Take your coat off.
No,
Let
no.
me make you some coffee.
I can't really, but I'm glad I dropped by. This is great news.
Well, yeah, we're about as thrilled as we can be.
Well, yeah, 2 babies at the same time? That's wonderful. Think about that. 2 bottles, 2 sets of diapers, 2 college educations. Way to go, Max. I'm gonna love it.
Yeah, we both are.
Well, I'm happy for both of you. All 4 of you.
Oh, yeah, don't forget Al now.
Well, all 5 of you.
Yeah.
You sure it's just twins? Maybe it's triplets.
You know something? Maybe you should go.
Yeah.
Maybe quadruplets.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here back right now.
Bye. Bye. Thanks. Thanks for stopping by.
Honey, what's the matter?
I'll be right out, Philippe. In the meantime, do you see the package that's on the ottoman?
Addressed to Dorian Lord?
Yes, I need you to take it to the post office for me, please. Have it insured for $500 and mail it to the address on the package. Trans World Express Office, Madrid, Spain.
Oui, madame. I will mail this personally.
Thank you. Keep the change.
You look très magnifique.
Very good. Very, very good. Thank you, Philippe. Arthur Vandenberg, please. Victoria Carpenter speaking. Yes, I'll hold.
There's a call for you, Mr. Vandenberg. You can take it here if you'd like. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Hello?
Arthur. Oh, I'm glad I caught you in.
Oh, yes. Actually, my secretary forwarded your call to me at the country club. What can I do for you?
I actually wanted to speak to you about the trust fund that my father had intended for his illegitimate son by Irene Manning.
Why, yes, I'm not surprised, yes. Flint told me the shocking news. It's incredible to think that David Vickers might be a fraud.
Yes. And obviously, I wanted to know just exactly how he was planning to get away with the money. Do you think you could possibly stop by the house later this afternoon?
Well, actually, I could stop by right now if you like.
No. No, that's not possible. No, I have one small errand that I have to attend to first.
Nothing's wrong. I'm just a little tired of all this joking about double this and double that all the time.
Honey, if you're twins, that's a lot. And if you're having mixed feelings about it, that's all right.
No, I'm excited about it. I'm just worried.
About what?
So I don't know anything about babies. I wasn't around when Al was little.
Honey, you are going to be a wonderful father, just like you have been with Al.
Well, sometimes.
You are, and you will be for our twins, too.
I'm sure gonna try.
What else is going on here?
I don't know. I guess, it's what Bo said. I mean, everything's gonna be twice as expensive. And this house is gonna be twice as noisy. Are we even gonna be able to sleep? I don't...
Sugar, are you worried? Are you worried about us?
No, of course not.
You worried that it's going to change us? That it's going to take me away from you? Darling, don't you know how sacred our marriage is to me? I'm not going to let anything take me away from you, no matter how demanding our babies are. And that is a promise.
I love you so much. Where are we going?
We're going upstairs.
Huh?
We're going to make love while we have a chance.
Oh!
Oh, you stop that. Asa? What a character.
Well, Alex, what's for lunch?
Honey, let's take the afternoon off. Let's take the whole day off and go to Atlantic City, pretending that you're courting me again. We'll break the bank. I just know we will. It'll be fun.
That sounds great. But I got a big meeting in the AM. Maybe next week.
Blair, pretend that I'm right there next to you, that you're looking into my eyes. What do you see? You see what you always do, how much I love you.
Just a bunch of bull.
Aren't you the least bit interested in justice? When I went to Oregon, I found out that David grew up 2 blocks away from Irene Manning. You know what that means?
It doesn't prove anything, Court. It doesn't prove anything. I'm gonna miss my friend. Only friend I had. I'm gonna miss you, Todd. Todd Manning. Irene Manning. Todd, you always said your father told you to find out who you are. Victor and Irene's son. The Lord Heir. Could it be possible?
looking for David Vickers. Is he around?